Hey, what's up guys, this is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the SH Figuarts Spider-Man Miles Morales Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse figure. You guys said you wanted me to review some more of these Spider-Verse figures, so I figured what the heck, we already did Nicolas Cage one, and so I figured I'll get these two. I got this one and I got this one. So I'll review these for you guys, because they're kind of interesting figures. In some ways they're really good, and then in other ways they aren't as good, especially this one. But yeah, I mean, it's a popular character, so I thought, you know, I might be able to be of some service. So let's go ahead and get it off the stand and take a closer look. Alright, before we look at the figure, I do want to show you my package. It matches the movie, it looks good, it has the stylization, the colors, it's nice. Small window though, I think too many companies are going away from useful windows. But it's not a bad package. If you're an in-box collector, you could definitely do a whole lot worse. So there you go. And here is the figure. He is in stock at Big Bad Toy Store. I think they go on sale. Did I buy these on sale? I hope I did. I don't remember. I thought I did, but maybe I didn't. Okay, so he stands roughly 6 1/8 inches, maybe a little bit more than that, and that's going to make him about 15.7 centimeters. Here he is up against Darwin. So scaling isn't the worst. It's not great, but it's not the worst. Like, some people said that the scaling was crazy on this Spider-Verse line. It can be, like Noir was humongous. This guy's not that big, but I will say he doesn't look like this in the movie. They made him look like an alien. They way overdid the stylization. First of all, his arms are so long. He could damn near tie his shoes without bending over. That's crazy. And then he's so skinny. And like, yes, they are stylized. They are like Pixar versions of the characters, but he is not like this. However, if you can get past the looks of this figure, there are some things that are good about it. Kind of. Not okay. There are a few things that are good about it, but not too much. But let's see. Let's do a question of the day. How concerned are you about accuracy to the source material? Because for me, I mean, it has to be reasonably accurate, or there's no point in buying it. There's just, I don't want to collect plastic for the heck of collecting it. The heck, whatever. I want it to be the thing I'm trying to represent. If it doesn't represent the thing accurately, then what's the point? I don't see a point. So let me know how you guys feel about that. I know if most Marvel Legends collectors are like, I don't care at all if it's accurate. I just need it to have the same name and general look, and then I will put it on my shelf and feel better about myself. But for things like this, it's like, if it's not accurate, what's the point? That's my take. Okay, so let's get into it. Some of the nice things. Well, the paints are okay. They are definitely clean enough. I like the texturing throughout the figure. Obviously, the, like, whatever kind of weave that is, looks nice. It's not really a carbon fiber, but it's something that looks good. There is a paint job going on. This is like almost a blue color. It's not quite, like, there's a little bit of blue in it. The red is painted well enough that it looks alright. It's not the fanciest thing in the world, but it looks pretty good. The eyes have a little bit of that sheen on them, and then that blue line work is nice. So yeah, it looks decent. The sculpt detail, like, if he wasn't grossly exaggerated and elongated and skinny and everything, it's nice. Like, the shapes of the limbs are good. They're just too skinny. The shapes of the torso, okay, it's just too skinny. Like, if they made it like this, but just not so stretched out and skinny, it would look pretty darn good. So, like, I could definitely see why people might be willing to go for this based on the looks alone, even though it's way too stretched out. But as we get into the review, I think I'll probably dissuade you from that. So it doesn't look good in terms of the source accuracy, but you could make a case for it if you wanted this sort of look. So I'll give you that, I guess, but I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10 for the aesthetic. It just doesn't look right. It's not right. Now, as far as the accessories go, you get some interchangeable eyes for the masked head. That's kind of cool. You get 2 unmasked heads and a neck that goes with them, and those are sculpted well enough. I think the skin tone's off. That's not the skin tone I remember him having, but it looks too peachy to me. But whatever, the sculpt is nice, the details are clean. And then you get a decent spread of hands, nothing really wrong there. You get some web lines, which are okay. And you get a display stand, which, another question of the day, do you guys like display stands that have, like, artwork and things on them? For me, I only want clear ones. This is not a museum in my collection. I want the option of not having a giant black circle with Spider-Man logo on it. That's my preference. Let me know how you guys feel about that. But that's a good spread of accessories. That is fine. So I'll go, I don't know, 9 out of 10. Like, you're probably not going to need much more than that. And that's pretty good. Now, as far as the articulation goes, you would think this guy would just be crazy. He'd be able to do all kinds of stuff. And in some ways he can, but in other ways he can't, because standing is one of those things that I like my figures to be able to do. And this guy is so skinny. His joints are so pathetically small. Like, the ankle has basically no retention. They're so bad. Okay, we'll get to it. All right, as far as your neck articulation goes, it's all right. The head doesn't move around on the ball at the top as much as I would have liked. It only moves a little bit on top of the neck. The neck itself moves around a little bit, and like, you'll be able to pose him, but they did a bad job. He can't really look up at all. Given how skinny and bulbous he is, you'd think he would just have basically unlimited range, and they really shat the bed with that. For the shoulder, you'd get like a traditional butterfly joint, which is fine, but then we're doing the Revoltech style shoulders, which Bandai really needs to stop doing, because one, the people that don't want Revoltech don't want Revoltech. You're not Revoltech, Bandai. Don't be Revoltech, be Bandai. Make normal shoulders, because these that have the ball connecting them are ugly compared to what they could be. Does it work to go across the chest? Sure, but it's hideous in any pose other than that. So, you know, that's up to you guys to decide if you like that or not. I don't want my Bandai figures looking like Revoltech figures. The shoulder's functional enough as is, but yeah, it's not as good as it could be, and it's definitely worse than it needed to be. So that blows. Bicep swivel is going to bicep swivel, that's fine. Double jointed elbow, again, incredibly loose. Not straight up floppy, but like, with any amount of weight on it, it is. Same thing for the wrist. These joints are just too damn small. Like, he can technically pose enough, but they're too small. For the torso, it's fine. It's pretty good. I mean, you would expect it, so it's not like it's surprising to me that it's really good. I think they could have done better, honestly. It doesn't have that much range, but it's pretty good. And the lower torso has very little range, actually, because they have no room behind the diaper part. Somebody was telling me that I was being negative calling it a diaper. That's just what it's called, guys. It's the shape of a diaper. I could call it briefs if you want, but that's not what people call it. They call it the diaper. Anyway, the diaper's small, so the torso doesn't have much range. It goes back a little bit, no forward really at all. Side to side, almost none. Of course, you're going to get your rotation out of both of those, but they're ovular, so they don't have the most range that you would want for rotation. For the hips, so floppy. This might be the loosest joint on the figure. It's almost actually floppy. So, going out to the side, we don't even get splits. And that one won't stay. So, that's not good. And then going forward, they kick up enough. Better than horizontal, so that's okay. There is a drop down, but it's not like super useful. He still only kicks that high, which, like, that's fine. But for a figure like this, you would expect more. Or at least, I do. You get a ball peg for the thigh swivel, so that helps with some posability, but not much. But you do get your thigh swivel there. They go back a little bit. The knees, I already showed you, they're super floppy, but they are functional enough. But still, not as much as I would have expected. Like, you could get more out of it if they wanted you to, but they didn't. What? Why? It just makes no sense. Ankles, decent range for sure, but super floppy. They do work, but they're super floppy. And then the toe hinge is a decent toe hinge. It has a little bit of a shelf in there, but it's just tiny. So yeah, he's not fun to handle at all. Every time you touch him, he just flops over. So like, maybe you could get him in a pose and keep him on the shelf, but most likely not. He's not gonna, like, I would bet his limbs end up falling down. Maybe not, but if you're doing anything that puts any weight on the joint at all, it doesn't hold. So to me, it's just a non-starter. It's a no-go. His articulation is going to get a 6 out of 10. For the shape he is, he should be able to just pose infinitely, but he's really annoying to handle. He doesn't pose as well as he could in terms of the design, and then the execution is poor too because of the floppiness. So to me, this is a no-go. Non-starter, don't buy it, no matter how cheap it gets, unless it's like 20 bucks, then sure, I guess you might have fun with it, but time for the final rating. 0 out of 10, don't buy it. It's not accurate enough. And even if it is, which it's not, but even if you are okay with it, it's just a floppy mess. It's terrible. It's terrible. So that's it. Don't buy it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you should. I have new videos just about every single day, and thousands already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.